Hey, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome back to the Televisionary. Thanks for joining me. So last night, I finally had the opportunity with a group of friends to watch the highly anticipated, for me, for years, Before I Wake. Now, this was a film, when I saw the trailer, I was so ready to go see it in theaters. I wanted it the next day. And then they delayed it, and they delayed it, and then they canceled it. And I was pissed. And then they tried it again, and then they canceled it. These major studios, distributions, and I was flabbergasted, but at the same time I was infuriated because Mike Flanagan, the mastermind behind Hush and Ouija 2, The Origins of Evil, and other great films, and yet ones that I still have to see, he's a mastermind. And why wouldn't they put this in theaters? But everything happens for a reason, and Netflix, thank God, greenlighted it. And rightfully so. This movie was PG-13. It was drama fantasy. It was only an hour and 37 minutes, but it literally felt like a 2-hour movie. Almost more than 2 hours, just from how entrenched you were watching it. Engrossed. I'm researching some things here, and first of all, not only is it done by Mike, but his son was in the movie. Now, I don't know where his son was. He did say on Twitter, but I'm thinking it was the little boy from the school, the bully. And yes, there'll be spoilers. The little boy from Wonder was he was the main lead. He was the little boy. He played Cody. And he was Augie on Wonder. I knew when I was watching, I kept saying to my friends, I know this kid somehow. I know this kid. Well, I looked it up and there he is. He has amazing talent. He's going to go places in Hollywood, this young kid. And he's only 11 years old. He's a Canadian actor. I'm looking at his name here. Jacob Tremblay. Kate Bosworth, Thomas Jane, Annabeth Gish, Dash McHawk, they were the main leads, the parents, the caseworker. It was not a horror, it was more of a thriller, but it was supernatural and it was fantasy. And I'm going to break the movie down. The budget, small budget, of course, for Netflix, but Netflix is going to make gold off of this because it's already at like 3 stars all over Twitter, Facebook, all over, I'm reading some things here, New York Times, Dread Central. I'm sure Entertainment Weekly, TV Guide will cover. So it's not a horror, so you can't classify it as a horror. And I know critics are upset because people are trying to classify it as a horror, but it's not a horror film. It's a powerful film. And I will give spoilers, but I'm not giving the ending because the ending, you have to watch this film. You need to watch this film. If you have not watched this film, please watch this film and then comment and subscribe for films like this. Follow me on Twitter at AdamKingofTV3. Share this video on all social media platforms with friends and family so they can watch this film and we can give Mike Flanagan the credit he deserves because he is a mastermind when it comes to screenwriting, directing, producing. I mean, the CGI, the sounds, the music. The CGI was phenomenal, especially with some of the butterfly scenes. And pardon the background noise in advance. So, the direction, the writing, the cast, the costumes, the camera angles, everything in this film to me was beautiful. And maybe it's because I have that biased opinion because I wanted to see this for so long and thank God I was able to see it. But I had to watch with friends because I was a little nervous. And it was daunting. And after seeing Insidious, we were trying to compare and contrast. Insidious obviously was more startling, but this film hit home because of the background and the story plot twist. Basically, it starts out, as you watch the trailer, it's about this kid who has these dreams. He goes from foster home to foster home, and these parents adopt him after they lost their little boy, and he has these dreams. When he has these dreams, they're wonderful. They come true. It's all about the butterflies. It's all about people coming back as ghosts and angels. But when he has nightmares, they also come true. So it's a catch. It's a double-edged sword. And when he has these nightmares, this Kanka man, as he calls it, comes to life and consumes people. And this thing's scary. It's like a skeleton. It's like a demon, a monster. Like, it does scare you when you finally see the full body. body and the face and everything. And he goes to school and he has problems at school with this bully, and he has this one girl that's a friend of his, and she kind of watches out for him at this private school. And then this whole time you're not knowing what's going on, obviously. And I'm not going to give the ending, but the ending is it's gut-wrenching on what the backstory is for this entire film. But what's interesting are these dreams. Like, he dreams, and when he dreams and he communicates with the things he's dreaming about, other people can see the dreams, which I posed the question last night to my friends. Do you think in life, okay, because where did he come up with these ideas, obviously? Do you think in life that when we dream and other people see something, that we're dreaming for them to see it? Just a question. You never know. I'm a very spiritual, faithful, religious Catholic man. And this movie was very religious. The butterflies are one of the main symbols of an angel or a past loved one. And my family has experienced it with butterflies. Cardinals, feathers, rainbows, pennies, they're all signs. But butterflies are a big one, and these butterflies were beautiful. But when the moths came, you knew that the Candyman was coming. And, of course, throughout the film, the Candyman was, controlling him, and you saw it from the beginning of the film, which is brutal in the beginning and it's brutal at the end. You have to watch it. It's sad. You're going to tear up. It literally hits your fears and tears. Your tears and fears, okay? Beautifully written. Beautifully crafted. And I don't know if there could be a sequel to this, but there has to be something after this. And I don't know if Mike will work on something with Netflix. You'll be amazed at the backstory. It has something to do with real life every day. And for someone who's very spiritual, you'll question things, because it kind of puts some proof in there. So if you have yet to see it, please go see it. If you have seen it, start commenting, sharing your thoughts. Before I Wake tackles issues and questions about love and control and rejection and abandonment, and it all wraps in to the final closing of the film. You go from the beginning to the climax to the ending, and it is all relevant. And that's where it mirrors life. And you'll see that when everything is unveiled at the very end. And the question is, do we come up with these things on our own? Or is there always something there, in our dreams? A friend of mine was talking last night that when we dream, if we dream about the person we were just with, they are thinking about us. So it was interesting. And it's also interesting how this film is relatable and is so close to tonight's Falling Water on USA. Because Falling Water is about dreams and nightmares. And I love stuff like this. I love stuff about dreams and nightmares, because I'm a firm believer that, dreams and nightmares, they tell a story. And could they mean something in the future? Could they go back to your past? They mean something in the present. I know it's all about emotions. If you're fearing something, or if you're upset about something. So, see for yourself. Again, thank you for Netflix for picking this up. Thank you, Mike Flanagan, and everyone involved in this film. This, in my eyes, is probably one of the best films already of 2018. So 2018 is off for a good start. And yes, it's on Netflix, not in a major theater. Again, thank you for the continued love and the support. Thank you for joining me. This is all because of you guys. And yes, I focus more on television, but right now I'm focusing on so much on these films, and I'm going to see another film today. So come back for The Greatest Showman review. And then, of course, tonight is Falling Water on USA. Busy, busy, busy packed. And of course, Sunday are the Golden Globes. Yep. So, all right, guys, take a look at this film. You won't be disappointed. I don't know why it didn't go into theaters. Netflix is obviously going to make gold off of this in the theaters. They will be crying because they didn't pick it up. So, yeah. Televisionary, over and out. I'll see you later on. Thanks again.